It is official. Former Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown is running for Senate in 2026. The longtime Democrat launched his comeback campaign this morning, and he is running against Republican Senator Jon Husted. Thank you for joining us for NBC4 Midday on this Monday morning. I'm Matt Barnes. Senator Husted was appointed to the Senate when now Vice President J.D. Vance's seat became vacant when he took office. And that brings us to today. Our Colleen Marshall, the first television anchor to interview Brown after the announcement. She joins us right here on Midday. Only one talking to the former senator today, and this is news I think some of us expected, but at the same time not expected because it seemed like he might not ever do this again.
Well, one of the reasons no one was sure is he was getting a lot of pressure and support from labor officials to run for governor.
Exactly.
Because there was this hope that Sherrod Brown would be ready to lead the ticket, kind of reshape the Democratic Party in Ohio, pull some other candidates along with him, and head the ticket as a Democrat. But he decided, and he was getting pressure from Chuck Schumer, the Senate Minority Leader, to run for the Senate again. And he said his first call this morning was a Zoom call to labor leaders.
Was it?
Right after that, he came here to talk to us. So one of the first things I asked him was, why are you doing this? Why are you doing it this way and doing it now? Here's his answer.
I didn't really ever expect to run for office again as this year wore on. This rate system got worse. 490,000 Ohioans will lose insurance, health insurance. The $3 trillion tax cut and driving a huge tax cut, driving a $3 trillion hole in the federal budget. And prices kept going up. Life's been hard. We go to grocery stores, we go to the drugstore, we're walking down the street, we hear from people that say things are getting worse. So Connie and I, because we didn't think that we hadn't thought of running for it, but we do it again. Connie and I made the decision to get back in. We couldn't stay on the sidelines.
Of course, Connie is his wife, Connie Schultz, a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist. They just recently moved here to Central Ohio. They have 5 grandchildren here. She teaches at Denison. But he said they really thought about it long and hard and decided that the Senate was the place for him to go back.
He knows this, but for the viewers that don't, this is only for 2-year term, too. Right. This is the end of Vice President Vance's term. So did he talk about possibly rerunning again in 2028?
And I said to him, you know, what happens is if you win this race, then you got to start campaigning again. He said, well, I'll make a decision then if I'm going to campaign again. But of course, if he's in the Senate, they're going to want him to do that.
Oh, yeah.
One more interesting thing. I asked him, are you going to endorse in the governor's race? And he said no.
Really? No matter who,
at least
there's
for
talk
now,
of Tim Ryan possibly jumping into Dr. Acton. Yeah.
And Amy Acton, of course, already in there. So we'll see lots more coming up throughout the day with this exclusive interview.
Thank you very much, Colleen. Thanks for jumping in with us here on Midday. And we'll have much more again on their conversation throughout the day here on NBC4. And you can watch that full interview later today on NBC4i.com.
Thanks for watching. For more NBC4, download the NBC4 streaming app. You'll get free 24/7 local programming streamed straight to your living room. Just search NBC4 Columbus on your Apple TV, Amazon Fire, or Roku.